Holy crap, they did it. Simply amazing. It's one thing to hope it, to think it. It's another thing to actually see it happen. Michigan Wolverines Rose Bowl champions. Simply amazing. That game was an instant classic. I'll be honest, after that first pass that was a near interception, I was thinking to myself, no way. No way is this going to be 2 years in a row where JJ's worst performances are on the biggest stages in the college football playoff. So thankfully, thankfully, it wasn't an interception and it seemed like he got back on track after that. Minter and Moore, amazing game plans, amazing play calling, just a fantastic job on the day. The players were resilient. They stepped up when they needed to, and they just were outstanding. This team has some legendary players on it. That touchdown by Corum in overtime.
Bouncing it to the edge, first down and more. Inside the 5, spun around, keeps his feet in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Woo! How about the defensive front getting to Milroe and disrupting the whole offense for Alabama? There were some players that weren't even really highlighted that much just because they were so locked down at their positions, and other players were able to shine because they did their jobs. I'll admit, after that missed field goal in the second half, I was worried if Michigan would have a chance to come back and win, especially after Alabama was later able to put up 3 more points to go up 20-13. But then it happened. The drive of the year. The offense stepped up and did something that it hadn't really ever done before. With their backs against the wall, when it had to happen, the offense marched down the field and stunned Alabama. And even with that scary muffed punt, they were able to force overtime, and right into overtime, Michigan punched Alabama right in the mouth. And then it was up to the defense, Michigan's core, Michigan's defense that has been so outstanding this year. It was up to them to make a stand, and they stood tall. Congratulations, Michigan Wolverines, on being Rose Bowl champions, first time since 1998. It's just so amazing. Just such a great venue, such a great thing to witness. Fantastic job. These are the things that we have been waiting for since Harbaugh came here back in 2015. So exciting. Such an awesome job by everyone, including Harbaugh. I don't care what the narrative is about Alabama after the game. Everybody was betting on Alabama not to just win. So many people were expecting Alabama to win big. And Michigan went toe-to-toe to Nick Saban. Nick Saban, the best coach in college football, and they took down his team. How outstanding of a performance was it? Alabama only had 2 touchdown drives for the game, and the average yardage those drives had to go to score was 49.5 yards. The Michigan offense during regulation had 3 touchdowns, and for each of those drives, they wound up averaging 77.6 yards per drive. They went from deep in their territory all the way down the field to score those points. They were confident and resilient and got it done. Stellar job, boys. Stellar job. Oh, and I didn't even mention that out of 9 years of talking about Michigan football, finally happened where I perfectly predicted the score of 27-20 Michigan over Alabama. Honestly, once Michigan scored that last touchdown during regulation, I thought to myself, it might actually happen. And it did. Definitely not nearly as exciting as the win itself, but still a little highlight. It's not finished yet, though, as we all are aware of. Michigan is now facing Washington, the only other undefeated team in college football, for the national championship next Monday night. There will, of course, be a preview episode for that game. But until then, enjoy the win. Take it in. Congratulations, Wolverines, 2024 Rose Bowl champions. Go Blue.